Guys, there's no solution but God. There's no cure but Jesus for this. There's no, and I'm going to say it, we can't, there's no cure and no solution for this coronavirus and this COVID-19. The only solution and the only cure is Jesus. You see, if we could turn from our wicked ways and seek God, we will see the goodness of God poured down upon us on earth. If we could just turn from our wicked ways, we will see the goodness of God. We will see God pour down things upon us. We'll have no room to receive it. Listen to me, guys. Trust God. You remember with Abraham and that guy in the Bible, and oh, Jesus sent Abraham on the mountain for sacrifice his son, his first son. Jesus was on the testing, and the other guy, first son, died in the Bible. And what happened when he went into the pool transformed into blood. We're talking about that creator, that also that mega, that peace and joy, that only creator, which is Jesus. Listen to me with confidence. I'm not disencouraging nobody, but I'm telling you, if we could turn from our wicked ways and turn our back and seek God, we will hear from God. We'll hear something. Heaven will come down. Jesus will send something down upon earth to wash and purify. But because we are so wicked, conniving and covetous, we cannot hear from God. We cannot hear from God because we are doing things that is not of God. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you see this vaccine? You see this vaccine? You see this vaccine? And you remember that man that was praying. That man that was praying. And yet you remember that man that was praying. Because God tell him to pray. And when he pray, him see things up in the atmosphere. Things shift in the spirit round. Things shift in the atmosphere. Things shift in his house. Shift in his family. Shift in people that are close to him. I bet you if we go back to the place of worship, the place of seeking God, and turn from, we can see things shift too. Is the same God then, is the same God now. Nothing changed about my God. Nothing changed about Jehovah Nissi. The only cure is Jesus for coronavirus. The only cure for this COVID-19 is Jesus. No vaccine, because they're gonna have a level. Go all the way up. Because they're gonna say if this one don't work, they're gonna try something, then they're gonna listen me, guys. Make we come together on one and a one accord with God. Cry out to God. God need to hear from us. God need to hear from us. We need God more than ever. We need God more than ever. People, woman and man of God, people overall, we need God more than ever. He tell us in the Bible, in the last days. And we see, we come into the last days. We want everybody, some people me, me hear God come and me. Don't worry. Don't worry, he's going to come like a thief in the night. Nobody know the time, the day, and the hour. And that's why we should get our life right with God. Get our soul, everything in order, intact with God. I said to my Creator, I said, God, whatever in me is not of you, take it out. If I refuse to let it out, God, set my body and consume fire. Woman and man of God, let us go back to the place of worship. Let us turn our plate down. People who do not believe in my God, in my Creator, please. Him say, if my people, and humble themselves. Come on, people. The only cure is Jesus. The only healer is Jesus. Not disencourage nobody. There was a doctor went to do a surgery in the United States, and the Spirit of the living God showed up and tell him, get a couple of his team and go in a room and pray. And he went, he listened to the voice of the Lord, and he went and did it. And they pray. And when he went to do that surgery came out successfully because he was obedient. People, let us be obedient to the voice of God. Let us go on our face and cry out to God. This coronavirus is no joke. God needs to hear from us. If we should turn from our wicked ways and call upon God, God will, as the song said by Pastor Tasha Koblena, he got the whole world in his hand. God can do anything. A seed and abandon that they can even ask and think of. There is no cure but Jesus. There is no healer but Jesus. You go to the doctor, you trust the doctor and them diagnose with this. You rush to the medication. And I bet you if you turn to God and say, God, I need a total healing. God, when you put you upon a medication, he give you a total cleansing inside out. Trust God, everyone. People saying people is not of God, please get to know him for yourself. I try him for myself. I try God for myself. I try him for myself. God can do anything. He got the whole world in his hand. God can do anything. I believe it with all my heart, with all of my heart. Eyes have seen, ears have heard. Trust God, everyone. Please trust the Lord our God. Trust Him.